All right. Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Perfect. I am Sachin, and I am starting in arms today for the last time, because we are starting the new session, and we'll have the amazing installation ceremony next week, where we'll be transferring from old EC members to the new EC members, from the ex-president to the current president. Biswajit is looking at, he's so happy actually. Yeah. So we are having 910th meeting at Gugyan Toastmasters Club. It's a long journey, and to support that 910th meeting, we have Neeraj. So no, I'm just calling him out because he is from Baroda Toastmasters Club, and he has been president there. So I'm sure he must agree to the fact that 910th meeting is a long journey.
Huge.
It's a huge time. And it's commendable job that we all have done here at Gurgaon Toastmasters Club. So I would like us to applaud for ourselves that we are in this club for so long. Perfect. Again, I would like to call out somebody want to share like how their entire week was. How was it? Was it just work, or was it?
Work. We heard that you were in Levi's party.
Okay, no. Anybody else want to share like how the entire week was? Was it just work, or was it just work and chill, or chill? I'm not sure.
Chill for me because I'm on notice period right now.
Oh, yeah, nice. Notice period. Yes, it is indeed. It's like
Honeymoon period, you can say that.
Yes. So first month when you join a company, and the last month when you leave, we call it our firm. It's called as honeymoon period, because in the first month you don't have to work anything. You have to just go through slides and videos, and the last month you don't want to work. It goes both ways.
And for those who have a notice period of 2 months, probably 2 months.
Perfect. I am super excited for today's session. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the poster for today's meeting. It talks about the TMOD is going to have this session for charisma. It's just so exciting. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but the topic itself is so interesting for me personally, because trust me guys, when you are going to a meeting, when you are stepping into the party, when you are meeting 4 of the strangers, how do you want to feel? I mean, you want to feel like I am being liked. You want to feel like people are looking at me. How is it going to happen? If you are not charismatic personality, I'm not sure it's going to be the same way. So I'm looking forward to an amazing session where I can add on to my charisma and I can improve myself through the entire session. I know it's going to be a lot of pressure on Saurabh now, but no pressure at all. No pressure at all, TMOD Saurabh. I'm looking forward for charisma session, and on the top of it, we have 4 amazing. Do we have 5? No, 4 speakers. Again, all of these are amazing speakers. I'm looking forward to all of them. So let's start the meeting. But before starting the meeting, let me just state out the mission statement of Toastmaster International. Which I think I completely forgot because I was like totally out of the zone.
You are on notice period, no?
I am actually notice period. I got a message today morning by the current Saharis that, hey, can you substitute me for today? I'm not able to join. And I was like, oh man, I don't mind, but I think I'll have to look into my phone, guys. I'm so sorry. All right. It's so embarrassing. It's been 6 months that I've been doing so. And
Not doing your homework properly.
thank you, Tanika, for this.
Yeah.
She's looking for open.
All right. So the mission. Absolutely. I'm not sure if you guys joined your, what do you call that, introductory session of any firm that you join. They have onboarding section, right? And the first few slides that talk about the vision of the firm, the vision of the entire company. What are we looking for? What is our North Star? So here also we have our North Star written and stated by the international community that we have. And it goes by the mission of our Toastmaster Club is to provide supportive and learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, in which resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. And goes by 4 core values, and they are integrity, respect, service, and excellence. And we are sticking to that. And we have to stick that. This is our North Star, and it gives us a path that we always chase towards, that we have to improve ourselves in a certain way, that we can be a really good leader, we can be a really good communicator, such that people sitting in the back or any corner of the room, they don't feel like they are not able to communicate to me. They should not feel like this guy is talking to bunch of random people. No, it should be like, I am talking to Hema, I am also talking to Saurabh. And that's how the communication goes, guys. Like, you are talking to the entire room at one point, even though like you have 100, 500, or 1,000 people looking at you and listening to you. So let's start the meeting. Let me invite the presiding officer for today. Oh, thank you so much, sir. Oh my God, I can't believe that I'm already out of my zone. Goodness. Okay, yeah, thank you so much, sir, for reminding me. Here at Gurgaon Toastmaster Club, we follow certain rules for the meeting, and they are, please check your phone whether it's on silent mode or not, because it should not disturb the ongoing meeting. Take your 5 seconds into it. The second rule is we do not talk about sex, religion, politics at Toastmaster in a derogatory manner, so please refrain from doing so. The third is please do not exit the room while a speaker or anyone is speaking on the stage. Please take the applause time to do so. Absolutely disrupts the ongoing meeting. And by default, we are recording this session, and if you don't want to be the part of the recording, you can always let us know, and we'll edit out of the video. One small announcement, that if you want to be recorded through that center camera, the recorder, you'll have to use this
mic.
This mic. Otherwise, by default, we are recording from the phone. And if you want the video, you can reach out to Viswajit. All right, so let's start the meeting and give it a big hand for our presiding officer, TM Viswajit.
Namita, you want to go?
Thank you, Toastmaster.
So good morning and welcome to meeting number 910. I'm Vishwajit and I'm presiding officer for today. So my role is to introduce Toastmasters to the guests, and I will then hand over the baton to TMOD. So Toastmasters was started about 100 years back in 1925 by a gentleman named Ralph C. Smedley. And the purpose was to provide a platform for people to develop their communication skills. So over the years, this has grown, and a network of multiple Toastmasters clubs have come up in India and across the world. So GTMC has been in operation since 25th June 2008. So I think about 18 years. So yes. So the structure of meeting is that we have 3 sections. In first section, 4 speakers will come and give a speech on a topic, and that topic is part of a pathway which is defined in Toastmasters curriculum. Then the second section is table topic section, which is nothing but the extemporary sessions that we used to have during our school days. So a random topic will be given to a speaker, and he has to speak for 1 to 2 minutes on that. And the third section is the evaluation section, or the speakers will be evaluated, and various aspects of speaking such as grammar, use of filler words, etc. would be discussed during that. You can take a seat. So before we start the session, let us take a few guest introductions. Anandita, raise the red flag when we reach 10:50. If it's already 10:50, then we can start. 3 minutes. Okay, we'll start from this side. Yes, sir. Tell us something about yourself, what you do, or anything else philosophical, and what are your expectations from today's session?
Hi everyone, I'm Adarsh and I'm a data analyst working in a 5 years good account, and also I do stock market investing and also I make videos on YouTube. And apart from that, I would say that my expectation is that I wanted to meet new people and just learn and grow. That's all from my end.
Good to have you, Adarsh. Welcome. Yes, sir.
Hi, myself Ravi, Ravi Sharma. I work in the finance field. I'm a chartered accountant. I work with a hedge fund. Idea to join, and I'm exploring some clubs here to look for more opportunity to be able to speak and kind of get better at speaking. So that's the good one.
Good to have you, sir. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, myself Shivani Sandhar and I was software engineer in the Gurgaon from last 3 years. I want to work on my communication skills and public speaking. That's why I want to join this Toastmaster club actually. Yeah.
Welcome, Shivani. Good to have you here. Yes, ma'am. You can stay seated if.
Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Neetu Suri and I work in aviation industry, and though I'm very confident with communication and things, but there's something in life that kind of halted that confidence. So बहुत सारी churning के बाद मुझे पता लगा कि क्या क्या नहीं चाहिए and where I have to polish myself back again. So one of my cousins suggested Toastmasters, and here I am because I'm like people's person, and I think whatever I feel I lost, उसको वापस लाने का एक ही तरीका, to be surrounded by people with whom I can openly open up to express myself fearlessly. Thank you so much.
Welcome, Neetu. Good to have you.
Thank you.
We'll be happy to connect with you more.
Same here.
Hi everyone, I'm Shivani Sandhar. Professionally, I'm working as a business analyst in Extria Gurgaon. Personally, I like to explore new things. So sometimes I do yoga, sometimes I like to do dance, sometimes I do paragliding, but yes, I like exploring things. And due to this exploration mode on, I wanted to explore this club now. So I just wanted to explore a few new things on this journey and would like to meet new people. Yeah.
Welcome. Good to have you here. Since we are at the top of our time, so the rest of the guest introductions we'll take at towards the end of the meeting, and I'll hand over the baton to Toastmaster of the day, Saurabh. Charisma, Saurabh Charisma.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about Karishma Kapoor today. Are you ready for that? Okay. So the word charisma, why do you care about that? Do you even care about this word?
Yeah, we do. Yes.
Would it impact your life in any way, shape or form? How? How would it be better if you had charisma?
But I believe that this particular word, as I understood in my life, that this is a quality in a human being that attracts people in every way.
Okay.
And it's very important. As we say that your first impression is always your last impression. Sometimes it changes, but majorly the first impression is your last impression.
Got it.
If you have that quality, that charismatic personality, if you have, then you can easily do your work. Doesn't matter wherever you are, which place, surrounded by how many people and what kind of people. If you have this quality, you always win in the room.
Okay,
So
got it.
I believe because of that,
Thank
this
you
is
for
very
that.
necessary.
Anyone else?
So mentally, basically, when
Yeah, please go ahead.
first of all, myself Priyansh. So
So my thinking is that personally charisma is very very important because whenever you enter any room or whenever you discuss anything with senior people, with anything senior management people, so they basically judge you by your looks, by your basically your clothes, your attitude, and how confident you are.
Okay.
So basically, there is a saying when people first meet you, they're just looking at your shoes.
Got it. First impression.
First impression. is
Anyone
last.
else has a different perspective? Last one. Okay.
So, charisma enters before you enter the room. So, what I mean, when you have certain rapport, certain personality, a certain kind of influence within the people, your job to influence the person become less, and those charisma hits you on decision making and also the impact you create on the overall audience.
Got it. Perfect. So just yeah, please.
I think it's a silent message of influence, basically.
It's a silent message of influence. Okay. Got it.
So even if you're not speaking, there has to be some sort of influence when you're walking.
Okay, perfect. So before we begin, let me just give you a quick heads up. This is not going to be bookish. This is purely from my own experience, and I may be incorrect. And eventually, in the future, probably if I get some new data or experience, probably I'll change the whole process. So bear with me. It's just I'm trying to break down my life also in some ways of how things work and what doesn't work. It's just based on. But before that, I understand that you want to be charismatic so that you can succeed in life. Is that what you want?
Yes.
What do you think success entails? If you want to be successful, what qualities will you need to have?
Satisfied and happy.
You cannot succeed with that. Come on, in this
No,
really?
no,
You
no,
can
no.
be Babaji.
Influence.
Like it depends on the multiple factors.
Non-public information.
Non-public. Okay. That's a good one. Okay.
Material non-public information.
Okay. Non-public information. Anything else?
I think we need to trust the process and trust ourselves and work on it. Like,
Okay.
totally
How do you know the
patience.
process is right?
We need to work on the process and figure
Tell
out
me
the
the
ways
process.
accordingly.
You need to know the process. If the process is even right for you. Anyone else?
I think even you don't have charisma, still you can succeed.
So let's look at the most successful people. The most successful people these days in our society are politicians, influencers, movie stars. Right? You agree with me on that? Are they hardworking? Not really.
Depending on the
Come on, yeah. People are much more hardworking than them. That is our metric. Okay, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break it down.
The example of hard work is not determined by your physical hard work. It's basically the impact and the value you are.
This is bookish, bro.
No, not bookish.
Mental hard work is also.
Mental hard work.
Motivation आना पड़ता है. I mean, maybe set a small goal and then
One has to be passionate about the things. which
Passionate about things. Okay, interesting. So I'll give you my perspective. This is purely my perspective. So, and if you want to be successful in this world, you need to have these three things. First is visibility. Then there is certainty and narrative control. What I mean by this is you need to be visible to people first and foremost, on screens or whatever may be. The second is certainty. If someone comes on the screen and they are in a lot of doubt and confusion, oh, I'm not sure if I'm seeing the right thing or do you even believe? But if I come on the screen, if I say everything with absolute certainty, like I believe in this and this is going to transform your life. So that's the certainty aspect. And the narrative control is how do you project your image outside. In essence, even in your organization, you're trying to do these things at a smaller level. But if you think about influencers, they are doing this at a much larger level. The people who have mastered this are actually winning and killing the game in the whole society. And you just name it anyone, influencers, politicians, movie stars, or anyone of large stature. They have mastered these specific skills. We'll come back to this, but before this, let's invite on stage our general evaluator for the day. And we'll be inviting Jyotish and he'll explain the role. And then we'll move forward with charisma.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So today I will be the general evaluator not for you, for the whole meeting. What exactly general evaluator do? I'll just explain in a while, but before that, you guys are working in some firm. Someone in EY, someone in Deloitte, anywhere. There might be a department is called quality control. I am the quality control manager for this meeting. I will be looking for how things are going, whether the speeches are finished on the correct time or not, whether we are following right processes or not, anything here and there. I will be marking out in the second half of the session. I have a detailed team, tag team, a counter, timer, and grammarian for that. So I will be coming after this, in second session with my report. Sorry. I just forgot it there. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So for my support, first I would be calling with grammarian, Ms. Priya.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Priya, and today I am playing the role of a grammarian. Grammar is like a mirror. It's like it doesn't reflect that what you think, it also reflects who you are. The word you choose actually, it impacts people, influences people, and also stays a long-lasting impression. So today I'll be evaluating all the speeches in terms of grammar, like your pronunciation, the powerful words you're using, the phrases, any repeated words, or any kind of unwanted words you're using. So the word of the day is, you're going to use this word in your speeches in a natural way. And the word of the day is perseverance. And the idiom of the day is break a leg. So at the end of the meeting, I'll be displaying my reports based on my evaluation in terms of grammar. So break a leg to all the speakers.
Meaning of the
Good luck. Break a leg. Okay. So break a leg to all the speakers of the house. Thank you.
Yes. I hope we have that much of perseverance in ourselves to be a charismatic leader. Now next coming to timer. Anandita, please.
Good morning, everyone. I'll be serving as the timer for today's meeting. While speakers bring ideas and evaluators offer insights, my role is to keep us all on the same journey, right on time. After all, effective communication is not just about what we say, it's also about how well we manage the time we're given to say it. I will be keeping a note on how much time all the speakers, evaluators, and table topic speakers take to speak, and I will be showing these flags accordingly. Timings. For speeches, I will be sharing the yellow. I will be showing the yellow flag.
Green, yellow.
5, 6, and 7.
At 5 minutes, and the yellow flag at 6 minutes, and the red flag at 7 minutes. Evaluators 2. I'll show the green flag at 2 minutes, the yellow flag at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and the red at 3 minutes.
Table topics.
And there's a grace period before and after.
Table topics.
Table topics.
1 to 2 minutes.
1 to 2 minutes. I will be showing the green flag at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute, and green at 2 minutes.
We have ice-breaking speech today. So
It will be 4 to 6 minutes. I'll show the green flag at 4 minutes, yellow at 5 minutes, and red one at 6 minutes.
perfect.
So, summing up, for the speeches we have 5 to 7 minutes. Now today we are having a icebreaker speech. What is it?
Abhilash.
Abhilash. Breaker like Abhilash today.
Yeah, thank you.
And now coming to the all-rounder Tanisha.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I am your accountant. My role will be to check, to evaluate all the overused words and filler words being used in this meeting. The filler words can be then, you know, so, like, and other repetitive words. Monitoring of filler words is necessary because excessive use of filler words can disrupt the speech. So, at the end of the meeting, I will be sharing my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanisha. Okay, Bhavya, we will do the handshake properly.
Yeah. So you need
Okay,
to shake the hand.
so these were the supporting role which actually in your speech plays a pivotal role in your speech. Whenever you are delivering any speech, any communication, anything, what you are be more focused on, whether you are delivering it on the right time, whether you are finishing at the right time, not extended it, whether you are using the right words, not the wrong grammar, or you are using less filler words. So we are so these are for individual tag team. Now overall, apart from the speaking skill, there are listening skills also in your communication. For that, we have also active listener, which he will explain what exactly does. An active listener is a Veer.
Hello, it's my first auxiliary role and first speech, so I'm quite nervous, but I'll start off with what the active listener means. So basically, I'll be observing all the speeches here and I'll get 8 to 10 questions prepared. And I'll be testing all of your listening skills. And we split the groups and the teams into team A, probably the left side, and team B, the right side. So any of you who answers, any of the team which answers most will get a great moral victory and bragging rights. So yes.
Thank you so much. Now, I would just tell it's a suggestion and it's information for all the newcomers. Even I was sometimes a new here. It's a totally non-judgmental zone. Be confident on this area. No one in this room is going to judge you. No one. So be sure on that. Whether, if you are nervous or anything, let it be. Okay. On that note, I'll call our TMOD of the day, Saurabh, and help you understand how to be a charismatic.
Okay, thank you. Now we know why we need charisma. But let's first break it down to what it is, and then we can play along with that sort. So right over here is a level or a ladder. The bottommost part is more physical in nature, which you can understand. The higher we go, it gets more and more esoteric. So I not expect everyone to properly follow it, and they might lose what this guy is talking. This guy is talking probably some nonsense, but eventually we'll get there. So there are 3 parts to it. First is mechanical errors, there is authenticity and frame control. We'll get there. But before that, let me ask you a question. You must have a in your house, it has probably two different same faucet, two taps. One is for anyone, hot and cold, right? So similarly, in your actions, there are two parts to you. One is the intellect, which you are using in your work very intently. Maybe it your CA, engineering, or whatever you might discipline you might be choosing. You're creating reports with that, impressing your bosses and whatnot. And the other part is the intuition. Just tell me, which spectrum do you like mostly? Intuition. Really? We'll test that out. Okay.
I think it goes parallel both things.
Okay. Anyone else? Do you think you're really intuitive? Everyone? Or more on the intellect side?
Little bit.
Little bit what? Intuitive or intellect?
Intuitive.
Little bit on the intellect side?
Intuitive.
Intuitive side, okay, got it. Intellect, okay.
Intellectually intuitive.
Yeah.
Plus one. 10 points to Gryffindor.
The basic idea is, you're kind of right there. The basic idea is you don't want the water to be too cold or too hot.
Right.
It just has to be right temperature to feel right to your hands. Now, what exactly is intuition? Anyone has an idea?
Gut feeling. We got a feeling that something is about to happen and it happens.
Okay.
Judgment based on experience.
Okay, judgment based on experience. Anything else?
It's also our assumption sometimes.
So I'll give you a very good, this is my analogy that I use. It is your nervous system. Okay. Intuition is nothing but your nervous system reacting to different circumstances, whatever it be it may. Now, has it happened, for example, say a beggar knocks on your car's door. What does your nervous system tell you?
Do I have money?
It doesn't talk about money. It is something more primal, right? It's about, okay, I'm getting scared. Okay, that's the word. And for example, maybe your mother. If you're meeting your mother, how does your nervous system feel?
Fear.
It's not intuitive.
It's intuitive.
Anyone loved here by their mother? Okay, probably the women might be with their fathers, probably. More sense of love, security.
Yeah.
Okay, we are getting there. Fine. So we'll continue this exploration now that we know the basics of what the nervous system and intuition are. But before that, let's start off with our speeches, and we'll be first inviting Satyam to speak about. He's evaluating Abhilash, so he'll be speaking about the theme of this topic as well.
Good
morning.
Good morning. Let's hear it again.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So the first speech at Toastmaster is not about speaking with perfection. It's about speaking with authenticity. And authenticity is where the perseverance starts and the charisma kicks in. So today I will be evaluating Toastmaster Abhilash. It's going to be his icebreaker speech. And the speech title is A Train Journey That Took a Different Turn. His pathway is dynamic leadership, and this is his icebreaker speech. So as a general rule in Toastmasters Club, after the icebreaker speech is done, please give him a standing ovation. And let me tell you what I'm going to evaluate him on. So he has explicitly asked me to evaluate him on clarity. So I'm going to be doing that. Apart from it, there is audience connection, there is delivery, and then there is stage movement and body language. So I'm not even sure who is Toastmaster Abhilash. So please break a leg.
So Abhilash is going to deliver his very first speech called the icebreaker speech, and as it is custom in Toastmaster, we always give a standing ovation on any milestone speech. This being the very first speech, so this is also considered a milestone speech. Let's hear from Abhilash and his journey. Over to you, Abhilash.
Before I begin my speech, I just want to ask, how many of you has traveled in train? Quite a few. Almost 10 years ago, I also had my one of the first train travel where I was going to one of the most important journey of my life. I was a bit nervous, also sad, and I was anxious as well. I was not anxious because my train was uncomfortable or was sitting just beside a cranky kid. I was nervous because I was going to start a journey of my life which is going to be meaningful throughout my all of the days. Because I was going to start my career, I was going to join my first company. However, I was not happy. I was sitting at the window seat, looking at the outside pictures and also sceneries, and asking myself, have I made it? Is this the path I wanted to join? Or is there something else I wanted to do? You might think you are going to start a journey which is career and you're still thinking the same question, why? For that, we need to go little bit back to my story. I belong to a small town called Riva, which is also famous for white tigers. One more thing which is famous for a kid passionate for IIT dreams, and I was one of them. I was studying in school with a bunch of surrounded kids who had the same dream. We packed our dream in our bag, went to Kota, studied for hours and days, and after 1 year of struggle, finally the result came out. The result was fail. I was not in the list of joining IIT. My friends who were part of those journey, some of them was succeed, some of them was one of me. We collected our faith and started our bachelor's degree because anyway we have to become engineer. It started with one of the best college in my state, but still that fulfillment was not there in myself. Because the dream for being an IITian always kept on igniting. With that, I started my journey to prepare for GATE examination. That is also one of the toughest exams. In parallel, I was also preparing for all the career opportunities. And apart from GATE, I got succeed in one of the campus placements. However, I was not sure whether I will be able to pass through that IIT dream or not, because that time the question becomes survival. At then father is going to ask, "Beta, iske baad kya karoge?" And result started coming out. First list, not in the list. Second list, I was also not in the list. Again, the dream has shattered. I was just hopeless, thinking, okay, there is only one option right now. Start an IT company job, sitting in the desk, working for the service base. It is not like it's a bad thing to do. It is not one of the dream of mine. Hence, I did not have any option. I packed my bag and started the same train journey. In the same train journey, I was thinking myself, what I will do next? And the question keep haunting me. I was at the last station of Hyderabad. Just thinking now the next stage, preparing for the induction program for that company. And that was one of the best, I can name it, that was Accenture. But at the last moment of train station, my phone buzzed. In the fear of that moment, I was just thinking what it could be. The worst has already happened. I was thinking there might be, I'm reaching to the station, that's why the phone is buzzing with a lot of advertisement, or maybe credit card. You might have thought credit card is one of the thing which is keep on haunting us with the spam messages. Then with a hopeless manner, I opened my message. The notification appears that IIT Madras last list has out, and I was thinking, okay, I'm not going to be one of them. I started reading that list. At the last moment, I realized that I was one of them. My entire journey had took a different turn. I am IIT Madras pleased, but I'm at the Hyderabad junction. I have to report tomorrow. There's nothing I can do. I have to take decision right now at the train station, and I don't have network to call, enough network to call my parent to decide. So at that moment, I am on my own to decide. In Hyderabad junction, when I reached, I took all the courage and stopped my overthinking and took a different train called Chennai Express and moved to IIT Madras. There I had started my new journey. I might explain or maybe share later. That's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Avinash, for sharing your life experience. We are now going to climb the ladder. But before that, let me introduce you to a concept called whatever you feel, they will feel. So what I mean by that is, right now I'm here on stage and saying something to you. What is your internal state like? Just observe. How do you feel?
Certain.
Feel certain, okay?
Uncertain.
Uncertain.
In between.
I sense a feeling of mystery. Okay. Now we'll play a game here. Anyone who's very nervous? In general. Please come on stage. Just observe your internal state now. Okay. Just introduce yourself to the stage.
Hello everyone, my name is Tanisha Tayal and I am a chartered accountant by profession. I am currently in practice.
Just stand there. Just observe your own sense, how you're feeling. I'm asking them, what sense are you getting?
Like, I was curious.
I don't see any nervousness.
No, she's not that nervous as she was stating. She's a liar actually. But was it a phase shift or a kind of?
Yes, it does happen.
Slight shift? Did you observe slight shift? Energy
She's
shift?
hand pulling right now. It's a kind of like nervous state.
Is it making you feel nervous?
Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Tanisha. So this is what I was trying to pitch to. Whatever you feel, your person in front of you will feel. For example, you go to someone and you're going to ask for a big kind of a pitch. Now if you go there very nervous, scared, then the person on the other side, just imagine what the person might think. Okay, this person is scared and terrified. Something is wrong. It makes me feel scared and terrified. Is he going to explode or not? I don't know. Something crazy is going to happen. On the contrary side, if you just go with a very open gesture and you're very open at the energy level, how would that person feel? They'll feel extremely comfortable. okay, wow, I know you probably. Are you my friend? Did I forget your name? Who are you? So that is the power of what you feel, they will feel. Now the question is, how do I change my emotional state? Because I know that my emotional state and the thing that you're perceiving are very similar. It's kind of attached in a very weird sense of way. Now, how do you change your own emotion? So there is a concept known as motion creates emotion. So when you're sitting down, your energy state is much lower. So you're kind of within yourself. Now you don't want to talk to people. But once you start moving, for example, if you're feeling bad, go out and exercise. Why is that? Because that motion, that movement is now opening your shell up. It's just making you much more lighter in that energy state. So whenever, for example, you're going to a meeting, important meeting, you need to feel lighter. Maybe do a little bit of workout or just move a little bit, and then automatically you will start feeling much lighter. Now with that being said, we'll move on to the ladder and we'll keep climbing up the ladder. But before, let's invite on stage, is Alisha here? Not here yet. So we'll go with Toastmaster Bhavish, and let's first invite Bhavya, who is his evaluator. Please give him a huge round of applause. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Pradeep. So, good morning, everyone. Today, I have had the privilege to evaluate one of the very learned speakers of our GTMC club. And I took this role at the very last minute. And I was very skeptical as to how I would be evaluating, because evaluation does involve giving recommendations as well. And I don't know how I will be able to give him a recommendation, but then I thought of it. That, every time we take something up, it is not necessarily that it would be easier for us, right? We have to be a bit challenging as well. So I take this as a challenge, and I would like to evaluate Bhavesh, and let's see how he delivers the speech, but I am sure it will be very fabulous. Thank you.
Quickly introduce Bhavish. He is a man who has been through a lot of different experiences. He was a consultant, then he was an artist. He is an artist. He is also a person who is also a very good public speaker.
Yes.
So you'll get to learn, and also an author as well. So a person with multiple hats. So we'll get to know more about what Bhavish is going to talk about today. So as it is a more free-flowing kind of a session from my side, so we'll keep that on the screen.
Oops, sorry.
Over to you, Mr. Bhavish.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me begin by asking you one question. How many amongst you do feel that your friends, your schoolmates, your college mates have actually gone far ahead and you have left behind? Tell me honestly. Majority. Let me tell you about Prateek. Now Prateek works at Cyber Park, the next building. He felt that his timing is not right. Just 1 week before he met me, let me give you a glimpse of how his life looked like. Sunday night, he's laying down in his bed, looking at the ceiling, staring rather at the ceiling, feeling that very familiar feeling that you all have, the Monday dread. He gets up, next day morning he gets up at 5:30, rushes to work so as to avoid the traffic, only to get to know that there is a truck that is stuck in the middle of the road. Finally he reaches his office and his boss is walking past saying, "You're late." He was late by 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Tuesday, he decides, I'm going to get up even more earlier. He gets up at 5 o'clock, rushes to his work, and he arrives at his work 40 minutes late. Now he's thinking to himself, let me just wait for these people to come in. In the meanwhile, let's listen to some music. He's listening to music in his car, and before he gets to know, he dozes off. The next thing he gets to know is he wakes up at 10:30 to see his boss is staring at him through the windshield. Wednesday, he has a very different plan. He says, I'm going to work from home today. Only to get to know by 10:30 the internet is broken. Not just his, the whole society's. Because the lineman says when it will be fixed, it will take another day to fix. Thursday, a colleague calls in sick. He has to work double the task and no time to breathe. Friday, by 3:30, everyone leaves for a stand-up comedy show, but Prateek is stuck in traffic at 7:45, thinking what has happened to his life. He's stuck in the traffic jam at the red light. He notices things. There is a couple who's fighting in the car next. An old woman who's trying to, manage her bags, trying to cross the street. A dog limping on the pathway. A child crying in an auto. And he's thinking to himself, everything is a chaos. Everything is a mess. Saturday, he spends whole day doing nothing but just contemplating what has his life led to. Sunday, he gathers some courage, unleashes Vishwajit inside him, and finally reaches office to complete his project. Psychopath. During lunch hours, he's just strolling through the food court. Now, for those of you, guests, who do not know about this, after this meeting, most of us, we go to Cyber Park and we are sitting there, chit-chatting, having food, and whenever I get a chance, I try and help people find some clarity in life. That day, I was discussing something particular with a person. What I was saying was, you're not late, you're running on someone else's clock. Now, Prateek was standing there, he was listening to us for 10 minutes. Nobody noticed, I did not notice. He thinks to himself, let me just rush to the washroom and come back and join these guys. By the time he came back, we were gone. Now we kept asking everyone at the cafeteria, do you know who these guys were who were sitting here? I just wanted to get myself introduced. Nobody knew because there are hundreds of people walking through that corridor every single day. He searches Bhavish, employee, Cyber Park. Nothing. Searches a few more iterations, nothing comes up. Monday he asks for some more people about me. No results. Tuesday he does few more searches, no results. And then finally he writes Bhavish, guidance, life. He stumbles across my YouTube channel, watches a couple of videos, contacts me, we get in touch, I meet him for the first time. The first time I met him, he was super nervous. He says, Bhavish, I am behind in my life. I need to fix my timing. And I said, Prateek, you don't need to fix your timing. You don't need to fix your timing. You're not running late, you're running on someone else's clock. 11 minutes of complete silence. How do I know? Because I know it. And then he says, I really want your help, but I don't want to come to a therapist or a coach because there's nothing wrong with me psychologically. And I said to him, do you go and work out? He says, yeah, I do it quite often. I said, consider me as your mind's gym, a mind's spa. It's like cleansing of your mind. Do you wash your car every day? He says, yeah, and once a month I go there for a car wash. I said, consider this as a wash for your brain, but I don't brainwash. That day onwards, he has been coming rigorously. Every month he has been booking a session and he's coming there. Now he's not successful in his career, the pathway that he's going. What do you think changed in his life? Did the traffic got smoother? No. Did his boss doubt him less? No. What changed in his life?
Perspective.
He found that it was not his timing. He found that it was his rhythm, his own rhythm. And this is what I want to leave you with. You're not running late. You're not running behind. You're running on someone else's clock and you're working on schedules that are not supposed to be yours. If you're thinking you're running behind, let me tell you something. Each individual, every creature on this planet has its own path. You cannot define that path. You cannot even know this path. There's one particular saying that I continue to say every single day to someone whom I encounter. Consider this universe as a large machinery. Now, I have been given a role as a nut. And every single day I'm complaining that I want to be the conveyor belt that I see over there. I cannot be the conveyor belt, but I would be less of a nut. My only job is to become the bestest version of being that nut. So you're not running late, you're running right in time. And the more you move on this path, you will find it's not the solutions start appearing. You will see that you yourself start appearing more fully, completely, and wholly. Thank you so much.
So you gave me a sense of what authenticity actually looks like, which is also part of our discussion today. But before that, we were talking about mechanical errors. I gave you a simple statement to remember. What was that? Just before we close. How do you change your emotions?
Motion creates emotions.
Perfect. Motion creates emotions. So let's do a small observation exercise. So I would want a Toastmaster and a guest on stage. Any volunteers? Okay. A guest? Please come. In this whole exercise, I just want you to observe your own internal state. So you are going to introduce yourself to the Toastmaster over here.
Toastmaster. Hi Kanika, this is GTMC. And I'm working in IT as a
Not audible, boss. Not audible.
Just observe the emotions.
Hi Kanika, me as in here next month, and I'm an IT professional. I'm working as a data scientist. So could you tell me about yourself? Who are you and what you're doing? So I can get to know about you.
I'm Kanika, currently working as a text manager at EY from the last 4 years, and I'm being the part of the group also since last June. And the reason to join is that work on my public speaking skills and leadership skills, which I'm working better.
So now let's notice a few things. What was the difference in the hand gestures?
She was confident. He was a little nervous.
So let's break that down. So let's look at the hand gestures. Her hand gestures are more open. His hand gestures are all
He was playing with
tight.
the thread.
Look at the shoulder. Who do you think has a tighter shoulder? Not Tanika, come on. He's having a little tighter shoulder. Now who is maintaining eye contact? Tanika is able to maintain eye contact, but he is finding it difficult. Now with the voice, who is having a much more sure voice?
हमारी छोरी छोरों से क्यों महके?
So it is not about that. It's about thank you for your demonstration. It takes a lot of courage to come over here. So my point is, these are the mechanical errors that you're making. First and foremost, not being loud enough. Secondly, holding yourself like this, maybe constraining yourself so that the other person doesn't see you. Tightening your shoulders, and also then there was what was the last one? Eye contact. Yes, the eye contact is missing. You know why all this happens? Any guesses? Why is it hard for someone who is not trained versus Tanika, who was able to express herself much more freely and easily?
It's muscle memory.
It's a practice. It's all about practice. It's all about the
It's
practice.
also about practice.
Being in the zone, that zone.
Insecurity.
So loosening out your
I think
anxiety
You
level.
got that right. So it comes from an inherent fear. What is this fear? Fear of maybe judgment, or maybe what if they see my true self? People are afraid of. There's something known as imposter syndrome. Have you heard of this?
Yes.
So you feel like, okay, I don't belong to this space, and if they know my true self, they'll be really disappointed, and that's why I'll try to hide myself. This is nothing but your. Remember the nervous system I was talking about? Is your nervous system trying to protect yourself from getting exposed, because being exposed is something very terrifying. So we'll get to know about the authenticity part, which will break you to the next stage. From mechanical, once you solve the mechanical errors, you will get into authenticity. And what does this mean? We'll get down to that. But before that, let's invite on stage Toastmaster Alisha for her next speech. But before that, I will be calling Meenakshi, her evaluator.
Hello
everyone. So I'll be evaluating Alicia today. So Alicia it's her level 2, project 3. The topic is understanding your communication style. I would like.
It's not topic.
So,
You have not shared the
Speech title. First
not
message.
shared the speech title.
I already shared. Check first message.
Okay, sorry. So the speech title is "The best plan is no plan." Okay, so I have seen Alicia going from a beginner Toastmaster to a dynamic Toastmaster, I can say. So I've seen her, I have perceived her. Now I'll be evaluating her on the basis of requirement which she have suggested, the content, the delivery, the engagement. So let's meet after the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Meenakshi. Give a short introduction for Alicia. She comes from the scenic state of Himachal and she is a software engineer and also currently our VP PR, I'm assuming. With that being said, let's see what she has to say. Over to you, Alicia.
So good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guest. So sometimes every memorable story starts with one decision. So it was another weekend. I was staying at home and I wanted to go out, explore new places, new things and many more things. But just like other weekend, I had no plan. So at that time, I was living in Panchkula and my most of friends were living in Mohali near to Chandigarh, similar to Noida and Gurugram. So that time, I had no plan. We would make plan. Every time we would make plan. Every weekend we would make plan, but someone had commitment, personal commitment, different reason. Every time someone would say, let's do it in another weekend. But I knew somehow next weekend never ever came. Then I decided, why would I wait? If I keep waiting, so I might never travel anywhere. So I was waiting more than I was leaving. Then I decided while staying at home, after 2 to 3 weekends, I realized something. Why should I wait for someone? Should I travel alone or not? Before a second thought, I decided just for Shimla. Because Shimla was the only place near to Panchkula, just 5 hours away distance. Then I packed my bag. I went to Shimla and I booked tickets, bus ticket, and then I went there. And while traveling, multiple thoughts were running in my head. But if I don't enjoy, is it safe or not? Many thoughts. But somehow, when I entered on the way to Shimla, the thought was disappeared. Due to I started enjoying nature, peaceful, and my mind was peaceful. And then at the moment I reached into Shimla, then I had no regret. I knew I had made a better decision. I started exploring more road. I started enjoying local market food, traditional outfit and many things. And I met few people there. And at evening, I still remember the memorable part was, I still remember when I reached into a reach, then that time there was a live screening. India 50-50 men's World Cup match was going on. Everyone was enjoying, cheering, clapping, and I joined and I met few girls who traveled alone and few groups of members. Then the funny part was, most of people were wearing horns, hairband, and I started enjoying dancing and many things. And then I realized if I had never made this plan, so I might miss lot of things. Then I had no regret. And it was the time I was not adjusting. I was following my own and with myself only. And next day, I traveled alone, but I was not alone. Next day, I went to Kufri and I experienced toy train experience, horse riding, flew adventurous activity and many things. Then it was, I never imagined that trip was memorable for me. I never imagined, but I enjoyed a lot. I made a few friends, most beautiful memories. And on the way to back home, then I decided that I'll never wait for anyone to join me. If someone can join me, that's wonderful. From that trip gave me confidence to travel solo. And from that day, completely changed my life. From 2023, I decided I'll travel alone. From that day, I started solo traveling. Not completely solo traveling, or that trip was organized by travel agency. So this is how. So I truly believe in myself. The best plan was no plan. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Alisha. So self-discovery is the part of authenticity that we are talking about. But before that, let me ask you a question. Are you authentic with yourself? Be honest.
No.
You are?
No.
Yes.
Yes? No?
Yes.
I don't know.
Don't know is a good answer. Because sure I have some doubts there. Okay. Okay. So, any people who think they are really authentic to themselves? Okay. What is authenticity?
To be true of ourselves, like what exactly your weakness. Sometimes what happens, like some thing like we lack of, we even lie to ourselves that it's fine. But sometimes happened to me. I was like social media का मुझको like addiction हो गया था. Then I was like I do that. Like something I'm not my weakness. I'm not take care of that. I just go to the social media.
So you're able to acknowledge your flaws.
Yes.
For the rest of all plebs over here, including me. That was so, but so
this one.
Huh?
This one.
This one. Okay. So generally, what is stopping us from being authentic are two specific things. One is the fear of failure. Do you have the fear of failure? What if I fail? What if this ends in a disaster? Once you solve that problem, I'm assuming now that you have solved the mechanical issues, now you're basically going to the next stage. Once you solve the problem of fear of failure, there's a new demon that rises, which I have experienced. It is called fear of success. Have you experienced that?
No.
No.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say? We're still like
Huh?
on the low
People-
levels because we
sorry?
haven't
You're stuck there.
People on the top are actually scared of success, right?
No, they
are
are
not yet there. You might be.
It may not be there. No one's. They're just walking a journey. It's not complete yet. So, what is fear of success? And why? Let's go with fear of failure first. Okay. Why does fear of failure happen?
Loss aversion.
Loss aversion.
You lose self-confidence.
Lose your self-confidence. Anything else?
because you value it. Yeah, there's a self-image.
Reality or expectation doesn't matter.
Okay. So basically you have a self-conception of yourself. You look at the mirror, okay, I'm this person, and then the reality hits. And when it starts cracking is when you're afraid. Now you're trying to avoid reality because you know once your personal conception hits reality, it will break and it will destroy yourself. So you are kind of trying to protect yourself. So that is why you're avoiding the circumstances which will put you in this kind of a position where that failure will be experienced. You know what is happening? You have an ego. Ego is nothing but your self-image that you have constructed and put together. It is with a lot of difficulty and hardship. Okay, I'm this person and I deserve to be loved and whatever might be. Now what is happening is that because you're trying to hold on to this is a very heavy emotion. It is dragging you down. It is not letting you go out. It is like a stone tied to your leg and you're just sinking in the bottom of this. And until and unless you are willing to break this ego, the authentic self will not show. Now, why it is happening? In essence, whenever we go and talk to someone, subconsciously we are trying to communicate, please love me. Is that not true? Honestly tell me. Please accept me, please love me.
Maybe when you're not authentic to yourself, you might be that way.
As you said, you're the special one. For the rest of us, is that true?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, yes.
Exactly. Now, one thing is that I'll give you a different kind of a observation. Authenticity is not about everyone loving you. You have to understand you are unique as a person, and as a person, if you are unique, you will be polarizing. There are two types of people who everyone is okay with, but no one will care. But there are people who are little bit polarizing. For example, in this room, some people will like me a lot, some people will really hate me. I mean, really hate me. So that's the point. So you have.
But some people don't care as well.
Don't care as well. Look at Trump. Trump either has crazy followers or crazy haters. Not anything in between. So because he is extremely authentic to himself, and he is able to do that, even though he looks like he has ego, but he has broken this part of himself. And when he is able to break this part, he is able to be authentic.
Is it possible to be egoistic and yet?
So it won't work. I'll tell you why it will not work. It will not work because if you're trying to hold on to that ego, we'll come down to a little bit details on what specifically. You're not talking about you ego specifically. You're talking about a frame, but we'll get down to that. But the thing is that if there is the ego, and in the real world, if something gets smashed against it, and once that falls apart, you will fall apart. But if you're authentic, if someone rejects you, says that, okay, you're not, I don't like you, I hate your face, I hate your guts,
But then
you're okay.
okay.
It's okay, I don't care because I'm liberated, I'm authentic. It doesn't hit me. But if someone likes me, I connect immediately. And that is what is the second level of charisma. Now we'll go to frame control. But she wants me to be out of the stage.
Out of the frame.
Out of the frame as well. We'll get to frame control, and that is the last part of the session today. But before that, we'll be inviting on stage Toastmaster Salman, and his evaluator is Sachin. So let's invite him first.
Thank you, GTMC Sir. My target speaker is Salman. I'm going to evaluate Salman today, and he's on level 1, project 2, and his pathway is engaging humor. He has asked me to evaluate him on the basis of story structure, body language, pacing, and how the humor landed. I'm looking forward to your speech, Salman. All the best. Break a leg, and I'll share my evaluation at the end of the session.
Thank you. A small introduction for Salman. Salman is, he has an unexpected side to it. From the outside, he looks like a person who is a software engineer. He has come from Telangana. But on the flip side, when you just flip the switch, he becomes a comedian and a great stand-up comedian at that. With that being said, let's see what he has to say today. Over to Salman.
Hi everyone. So one day, one girl asked me one question. Salman, what's your phone number? It seems like it's an easy question, but back in 2011, I joined in engineering. I joined in engineering college. So that time I don't have phone itself. So after hearing this question, I was just smiled. So I said, yeah, I will give you a call. But she still asked me to take the phone number. So I had to take it. So just I said, okay, I will. My phone was at my hostel. So I will note down a paper. So I took it phone number. So the plan is like I will just go to my friend. I'll ask phone. And I went to my friend. Yeah, my friend was, hey bro, can you give your phone? Just want to call my mother. And he was like, okay, by the way, do you have that girl, Mira's phone number? Same girl, actually I got the number. So I thought he didn't aware that I have the phone number. So I lied to him. And sure, you don't have the phone number. I said, I don't have it. So that day I decided I need my own phone. So those days, for people are like, Nokia phones are started ruling the world. Everyone, like most of the people are using that. The keypad phones are feature phones. So feature phones is like you can connect the internet. Easily you can open the internet and you can open the application like Facebook. So yeah, I was like, for me it's like phone is like I have to convince my parents also. It's not only my only decision. At my house, it works like my mother is a finance minister and my father is a prime minister. So to get any funds, I have to consult finance minister first. She will convince prime minister to get the funds to me. So to start this process, I had to participate in the cabinet meeting just to discuss why do you need this. So and I asked my father. My father called me, Salman, why do you need phone? I was like, Dad, I need I just joined the college. For the project work, I need the internet, so I need the phone. He immediately said, why don't you use your college computers lab? There you will get the fastest internet. Technically, he's right. So I realized it's very difficult to convince my father. So my plan F failed. So I have plan B. Okay, let's go to mother. I said, Mom, you know what? My friends are not giving phone to speak with you. So she convinced. So and the father don't have option. So yeah. Then okay, my father put the one condition: you will get the keypad phone. In the keypad phone, I can't get the internet. Just it's for just call and SMS only, messages only. So after a few days, my mother took me to that one biggest mobile shop I have seen. For me, it's like kid entering into Disneyland. So yeah, so I went to the shop and seeing the phones. I selected one phone, Nokia Asha. So I'm not sure how many members knows this. So Nokia Asha I selected and the salesman started his pitch. Sir, this is one of the best phone, and in this phone you can use the internet and Facebook also. Those days Facebook are very big thing. So yeah, I convinced, but also he said one more dialogue. This is the last piece. So I seen to my mother saying to me, yeah, we both convinced each other, okay, I had to take. So my mother took that phone, we went to home. My father was like, why do you purchase feature phone to him? So my mother is, look at him, how happy he is. So yeah, back to fast forward 2022. So my father retired. And he's usually used to the keypad phones. So one day he came and asked, son, I want to use the smartphone. Why don't you take one smartphone for me? I was like, yeah, sure. I thought, okay, why don't you take one Android phone? He said, no. Usually I use your cousin's phone, iPhone. So why don't you take iPhone for me? I was like, why don't you take an Android phone? I am also using Android. So you are an outdated person. I want to be an updated person, so I need the iPhone. It's reminded me my olden days. I want to purchase feature phone, but my dad wants to give me keypad phone. So in a way, roles reversed. I just smiled. I gave him one. I purchased iPhone for him. So, but I remembered. It's reminded me one thing. Those days my dad, he don't want my happiness, he's trying to protect my future. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
In this speech, I was just noticing something, a part of that authentic self I was talking about. So if you observe when Salman was speaking over here, so what he was doing was, he was talking about all the embarrassing and awkward situations, and yet it was not impacting him because he has kind of cut off the stone. He's not tied to the ego. That's why he's able to be a little bit more authentic. So first stage is, again, solve the mechanical issues which I pointed out. Next is authenticity. You have to kind of let go of that conception of yourself, and then only you can be authentic. Now, if you think about it, also being authentic, there is one more important part. You should not be needing anything from someone. So whenever you go to someone, remember I was giving you an example of when a beggar comes and knocks at the door of your car, how do you feel? That is that neediness. That person wants something from you. And if you go with that vibe, I think people will just immediately try to run away from that. Now the question is that we are authentic and we don't need anything from someone. I think we are perfect candidates to become sadhus and sannyasis and retire and land up in Himachal and something like that. But that is not life. Agreed? We have desires, we have ambitions, we need to go in a certain direction. How do we do that? But before we do that, I am going to introduce a new topic or a theme so that you can understand what this perspective is on. This is called frame control. What I mean by frame control? Majority of the guys over here who are working in engineering or similar kind of fields, you have an analytical frame. You think everything from the perspective of analytical problem. So, for example, you will be always asking questions: how, why, what. Is that right?
Yes.
Now let's look at how that makes a person feel. Can a lady just step in? Any volunteers?
Yeah.
Just notice the irritation or the vibe that she is gonna have eventually. What are you doing?
I work as a senior project manager.
And doing that, how would you feel?
Not very satisfied because I feel I can achieve much more through that.
Why are you not satisfied?
The role is monotonous, nothing exciting.
You see what's happening? She's starting to go into her shell more and more and more. She's trying to, okay, what is this horrible thing? Now I'll just change the frame a little bit, okay? You look like a person who likes Uniqlo a lot.
So maybe I'm wearing the cloth of Uniqlo.
See how the whole response changed. Eventually you're very like, okay, what is this? Now you're suddenly free. So I've broken that frame of yours. So initially I was coming from that analytical frame of that engineer frame I call. But then I shifted my frame. Thank you for the demonstration. You can put the flag down, यार क्या है छोड़ो हो गया ना रख दो हाँ so what I was talking about was this is the analytical. Then other than that, there are other frames also. There is something known as a pricey frame. So all you guys, you must have gone on dates. So you must have witnessed this frame a lot. The girl acting very pricey. Okay, I am the queen. You gotta treat me well. That is another kind of frame. Then there is another frame which you might have noticed in your bosses. This is like the power frame. I am the boss here. You better not make any mistakes. Are you doing your work correctly? That's the power frame. Now, other than that, you saw this frame of mine where I was being a playful child. And that is what broke her inhibitions. So that is like the playful frame. And Salman over here, when you were speaking, you had that humorous frame. That is a little bit similar to that. but in that direction. But there are different frames and perspectives we come from. Now, why I am introducing you to all this frame and all this concept? What happens is that every time you meet someone, there is something known as a frame battle. So people are trying to pull you into that frame, and whoever has a stronger frame will eventually overpower and dominate that kind of conversation. For example, if a guy is very analytical, I'm very joyful and fun-loving and all that stuff. Now if I start talking to you, your frame is very strong. Eventually I'll go in my head, and then I'll become like her. See, she immediately when we were standing over here, she had a neutral frame, but I was trying to overwhelm her with my analytical frame. And how you saw her vibe and whole perception and the way she was responding to me changed. That is frame control. But then again, when I shifted to that playful vibe, what happened? But then again, I was again pushing her frame away. She was not pushing back. So eventually, even in life, you will mostly find people who will generally have a very neutral kind of frame, and there will be, you can basically dictate the whole paradigm. But there will be people like the power frame I was talking about. They're a little hard to deal with. It seems like that. But the thing about power frame I have noticed is that they are one of the easiest to break. The reason is that because they are full of this. Okay. And once you push them or nudge them in some other direction, for example, challenge them a little bit, it suddenly starts to fall apart and the whole veneer breaks. So that is what is frame control. Now, if you want to actually master charisma, first you have to avoid making mechanical errors, then you have to become a little authentic and not needing things. And frame is about the desire. For example, you want something in life. You want this person, okay, this person can be a good partner in my business or whatever. Then you come from that frame, oh, this is going to be so much fun, we are going to make this thing work, it's going to be driven. You have seen those cult leaders, right? They come with such strong frame. I believe in this, you got to believe in this. This is going to happen. That is frame control. That is charisma. And once you master frame control, you basically handle what you come from certainty and also drive the narrative. So with that, I'll be closing this session, and I hope it was useful. Again, this may or may not be accurate because it's not from a book, this is just from my personal experience, so don't beat me over that. With that being said, let's hand it over to you.
Saurabh, button.
So, yeah, I'm just getting prepared. So, good morning, Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Right. So it's a nice weather. I'm very pleased to be at TTM for the day. The weather is fabulous. So, just an idea for the guests here. This session is an extempore speaking. All the guests feel free to come in and take a chance to talk about a specific topic, which I'll be discussing shortly. And for the members, just to retain the fairness, I thought let's do a random draw so that we don't have any tug of wars today. I'll start by assigning numbers. So you can start by assigning a number to yourselves and remember it. And I have got a chit with me here. So we'll do a draw, and whoever has the number will be the speaker for today. This is just for the members. Yeah, the guests, you needn't do that. Can we start from Bhavish? Is that alright?
Yeah.
Like you just say a number to yourself and move on. 2.
Only members.
3.
Only members?
4.
Yes, please.
5, 6, 7.
8.
8. And your
10, 11, 12.
13,
14,
16,
17, 18, 19, 20,
21.
Always makes me
We had enough sorrow for a day.
frame control.
No, not sorrow. 20. You were 20.
21.
23. 22. 22. Yeah, 22, right?
Meenakshi.
23.
23. I've got 23 with me. So,
like the button. Light on balloon.
You can see that in that game, right?
Light.
पुश पे भी कॉल कर मेरी प्रोजेक्टर ऑन नहीं हो रहा
आई थिंक वो ऑफ कर दिया मैंने इसको कैन यू प्रेस दैट अगेन दिस वन
Saurabh, वो light.
Light was
नाउ वी
off करना है.
हाँ.
हो गई
Post.
so I'll take the help of Naman to draw the numbers. Yes, so I think the rule is clear for now. So every member gets to speak gets to be a speaker once we draw a chit from here, and please remember the number, and that speaker will get a chance to speak, and the guests can just raise your hands.
It's not corrected. First, we need to correct.
Okay. So, this is, I'm glad that it kind of correlated with Saurav's session of charisma. So we all, just a fact before I begin is, on an average, we spend 6 hours 45 minutes of our valuable time in a day just looking at the screen, be it work or whatever, socializing, whatever. And that, to put it in perspective, it counts to 19 years of an average human's lifetime of their wake time, which they spend looking at screens, which is a whole lot another conversation when it comes to its sort of the disadvantages of using screens. So this session, I'd like to use it more like an awareness session where we have to be very mindful of our time so that we make it more productive and less scrolling. So before we begin, I'm just going to introduce some terms and conditions to use the apps that we have for today. Each slide contains a real-life situation which the apps are personified, which means the apps would be perceived as human beings here, and we are going to see how they encounter their day-to-day situation. So just analyze the content creatively. Yes, as Saurav suggested, don't be very analytical. Just be very creative, fun, relaxed, and imagine as much as possible. Take hints of all the questions that I have and also the slides. And from there, you'll be able to make good progress. Just a reminder of the timing. At 1 minute, you will be shown green, 1:30 is yellow, and for 2 minutes, it's red. With that, we'll do the first draw, please. Let's put the member.
So 22.
Post red.
I'll do the timer. Give me the facts.
Welcome, Anandita. Excited? I am excited because it's a lot of work and thoughts that I put through. So, and also credits to AI. That's the first one. So, as you can see, Excel and PowerPoint has gone on a date, and this is their message page. And now you can interpret as much as you like. But as a hint, I have got a question here for you, which I'll read it out. Do you think Excel and PowerPoint will end up together? And imagine a text that they would write. Like, it's not assigned, it can be anybody. So just imagine.
Okay, so I'm assuming that Excel is the one who started the conversation. He said hi. Then PowerPoint is saying hello. Then Excel is wondering if they are still his colleagues. And I think to this, PowerPoint would want to know his take. What does he want them to be, maybe. And about them ending up together, I think they would be very compatible since they are almost used together, they could be used together, and they would work very in coordination with each other, maybe. So,
Excel and PowerPoint on their relationship. The next one, oh no.
48 seconds.
Okay, the next one.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Please welcome. Your name?
Neeraj Agarwal.
Neeraj Agarwal. Thank you. So the next one is.
Just a second, can you please show me the timer cards? I have a condition with my eye. I can't read faces, and if I don't say hi to you, if I see you ever, it's my brain and my eye working at a different level. So excuse me on that. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
And you'll have to indicate the screen.
Okay. So I've got a card. If it would help. Or
No, just read it out.
Okay, I'll explain the situation. So Google and ChatGPT, as you can see, they are in a digital conflict, which means they are at war. And this is an escalating situation. Now you're going to predict what would it be like and how the world would look like when they are at war. And you're going to write more of a prompt saying how it will be like. That's
You know, my boss once actually gave me a document about how our company works through an intern. And he gave a prompt to ChatGPT, tell me how my company works. And he wanted me to review it. So I fed that document to Google and said, you please review it. Man, they were totally at conflict with each other. And I think that's exactly what's happening. When Google and ChatGPT were decided to chat, Google would just give a very factual answer. This is what happens, and this is how you're supposed to do it, and this is how it will work. ChatGPT on the other side is a people pleaser. Oh, you're given a wonderful suggestion. I think you're exactly on the spot. Your idea would work, but if you could only tweak it up a little bit, and then it would go on to present a totally contradictory. Google and ChatGPT have been at war with each other for a very, very long time. Google searches, ChatGPT pleases. ChatGPT also searches, but I think it spends more time pleasing. Now, if I were to write a prompt, I would write a prompt to Google. What can I do to make ChatGPT less of a sycophant? And to ChatGPT, I would write, can we somehow instill some personality into Google? I think their hard disks would start sparking. Memory banks would explode. And then the consensus would be, use Claude instead.
That's more like a charisma war there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's fun. Thank you. And the next draw, please. Just try and,
When you complete this journey. So the number is 4. Jyotish.
Thank you, Jyotish. Next one. So,
Nice.
the question here, yes. So, yes, that's Instagram. He or she or it is going on an exploration to an undisclosed location. Now, you're just going to interpret saying where that undisclosed location exactly is. Make sort of a gossip, but you're going to write a catchy caption.
What could be this undisclosed location be? Create a caption. Oh. The first thought which come to my mind when I was looking this guy, why I am not following it. I am not in Instagram. I am not using it. But it's basically, it gives me pleasure. to not be in a society where I'm getting judged every day, not be a people pleaser. If I'll get a chance, I'll pack my bag and travel each and every village if I can cover, or at least a district in this in India, without my wife, without my family member, without internet, without Instagram, without my phone. So that would be my dream, and I won't follow him. So I am just ignoring him.
So Instagram got to be personal.
Sorry.
Instagram got to be personal.
No, not Vipassana. Vipassana, I'm not talking about the Vipassana. I'm talking about the actual, real, authentic people. That's what exactly I want to explore. So if for a caption, if I can think about it, be real. That's it.
So you don't want to suggest any undisclosed. You don't want to pass any gossip. You say?
No,
No,
because
not interested.
what exactly I'm observing it,
Yeah.
not I'm just giving it.
Right. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
The next guest. Guest, please.
Why straight on?
Sit on here. Yes, please. Hello, it's
Nice.
Okay. So, that's the one. So I'll explain the context here. WhatsApp has been to therapist, and this is his latest status upgrade. I don't know what happened really, but this was the status upgrade, and the town is talking about the situation. Interpret it and say what kind of mental health illness he's struggling with, and what do you think is the reason?
WhatsApp is going for
Yeah.
mental. Okay. So right now, if I see the WhatsApp status, how they look like, they make lots of people to be a mental health illness nowadays, and they are just still struggling with that. So if I see that they always doing such kind of things which irritate someone, give some bad news, give some something gossips. So that's why they are just doing same thing and trying to invoke someone else to get in that situations. That's why they are feeling like ill in mental health, and they are just going with the consultant and say everything about it. But that much the data they have, the normal consultant would never able to consult them easily. So that's the main reasons. The WhatsApp is not in that state or in that control, so anybody can give the mental health status, how to consult them. So that's the point.
So it looks like WhatsApp need an AI agent to deal with his mental illness, isn't it?
Or maybe he needs Harish.
Right. The next draw, please.
That's an upgrade. That's the two.
Number 2.
Oh,
Right. You've been there last week as well, right? Yeah. Let's give in the spirits of embracing Toastmasters.
It's fair enough.
14 by 2.
Yes. Thank you. Break your leg. So the next one is also kind of interesting. So that's YouTube and Book My Show. YouTube actually wants or likes Book My Show's company, but Book My Show for some reason doesn't like. Now that's your compatibility report. Now you're going to write a compatibility report. They are in connection in Tinder, and you're going to suggest will it be a match, but it doesn't apparently look like a match, but you're going to write a compatibility report saying will they end up together. Yeah, that's yours.
YouTube and Book My Show. Both are not compatible. This is my compatibility report. I don't think they are compatible because people spending time on YouTube will not go to watch movies. Hence, they will not like each other. There will be clashes. It is better. What I suggest is it is better to go on YouTube and learn something rather than going out to watch movies. So this is the recommendation. Also, who matched them? I don't understand.
Upfront compatibility report saying, oh, they are not going to match. See, that's very analytical there.
Very precise.
Yeah, indeed. Next guest, please. Okay. Now it's my intuition. Yes, please. Shivani. So that's Pinterest here. So Pinterest is getting nagged by its mother. So because they had this error message saying please delete these many recipes and business challenge and everything. And this is the overall message, error message that they received. Now, do you think Pinterest will respond in a positive way and start doing some project, or it will continue saving things? That's yours.
Alright. So I believe Pinterest will continue doing the things. Even Pinterest will try to listen to her mom, that whatever thing that she's suggesting. But Pinterest is having her own way of living, I would say. So that by showing the pictures, by showing the images, by showing the styles, either in the form of food or something else. So that's what I feel and I believe.
Right. So that's it. We are closing the session, but I'd love to show the rest of the things just for you to have fun and to show my work. Is it okay if you permit just last one?
We are out of time.
Right.
We are out of time.
Right. This one is dedicated for Saurabh. And this is Swiggy and Blinkit. So do you think Swiggy will write a review? You can let me know in the break. And this is my favorite, where the Amazon family is being visited by aunties. How do you think the privacy breach will be managed?
Chaos.
And that's Zoom in its deathbed. With that, we close today's session. Thank you so much.
3 minutes break.
3-minute break.
Okay, we have 3 minutes break and I request you all.
We don't have time.
Speakers are here. Avilash.
मेरे पे ब्लेम नहीं डाल
We can start with the second evaluator ना. मीनाक्षी को बुला लो.
Okay, now it's the second session of this particular meeting where we actually see how individual speaker as a table topic speaker, how things has happened, your feedback and everything. Avilash. So we will start with the evaluator session first, and I'm asking Satyam for the Vilas speech, which was train journey from first.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I was expecting a simple train ride, but instead I got a bullet train full of surprises. So kudos to you, Abhilash, for that, and congratulations on your first icebreaker. Now I'll give you my evaluation. So I have evaluated Toastmaster Abhilash on the basis of 4 factors: CADS, that is clarity, audience, delivery, stage movement, and body language combined. And of course, I'll be doing it in CRC approach. So let's start with your strength. So you started with a question, and that question was very relatable to each and every one of us. So it was a great engagement, and everyone was involved in your story from the first second itself. Now, the story structure was bang on. The complete structure that you provided was, you completed the entire loop. You started with something and then you ended with something, and the entire structure was great. Now, you also, while you were speaking, you were taking strategic pauses. So while you were delivering the message, if there is an impact, you would wait, and that's what I liked about your speech. Also, as I've already mentioned, the story was very relatable. IIT story, exam and everything, so it was very relatable. Also, there was anticipation in this story. So I remember the time when you told about the result. So it was like first story, second story, third story. So people were waiting for your answers. You were not like just telling it all. You were waiting for people to have some sort of reaction after you have said something. Then there was gaze. While you were speaking, you were looking into the eyes of everyone. I tried analyzing your gaze if it is being concentrated towards one side, but it was not like that. So your gaze was wonderful. And also, while you were speaking, you were very calm. You were speaking with authority. You were very calm. Now, coming to some suggestions. So while you were speaking, even though you were very calm, there was slightly monotonous tone. So slight monotony was there within your speech. And you showcased the story was so good, it requires good amount of emotions. So maybe you could have showcased more emotions while delivering the story. Then the stage utilization. You were going here and then you were going there. Maybe try utilizing the stage space more often. I would also blame the stage because it is a bit narrowed. So maybe try coming over here, then delivering the speech. If it is not working out, then maybe go back. Here you have the entire circle to yourself. And then body language. So while you were speaking, your body language was like this. You are mashing up your hands together. So instead of that, maybe have some more open body language that would be more authentic to everyone, and people would be able to relate to it. And then the drama. Of course, there has to be some drama in the story. So since this was your icebreaker speech, I would request you to maybe focus more on drama in the next speeches. Then the story conclusion. The story was so good, but it lacked great conclusion. So maybe work on that. Finally, a Hindi sentence. So you use a Hindi sentence within your speech. Maybe give out a translation. So that as a general rule, we give out a translation whenever we use anything other than English. So finally, it was a beautifully written, well thought out story that must be very close to your heart. 3 words to describe your speech: authentic, simple, and relatable. And I'll leave you with the thoughts. And that thought is that destination matters, but it is the journey that shapes us. So today you have begun the beautiful Toastmaster journey, and you did break a leg today. Thank you.
And you have been disqualified.
Just a more time.
So it was a very nice speech, and although it was your first speech, your icebreaker speech, your story was well around what we exactly expect in icebreaking speech. It's a suggestion for all new members, especially when you are writing any icebreaker speech or when you are about to deliver it. Please connect a previous or ongoing Toastmaster here. he will guide you or she will guide you on how to write a particular ISPIS because it's your first speech on this podium. Little feedback about Satyam. Although your suggestion, your things were spot on, however, that is for a normal TM. He just delivering his first piece. I would suggest you can be a little normal, little kinder to him. That's all.
True. I actually mentioned it in this
Can I just understand the process a bit?
Yeah.
I mean, like, he made a debut of
Correct.
his speech.
Correct.
Then he's analyzed by a Toastmaster already.
Correct.
Someone. And then you are
Analyzing the
rating,
analyzer.
analyzing
Exactly.
the analyzer.
I'm the total.
So it's a double check.
Quality. Exactly.
After the meeting, you get to analyze it.
This now finally gets to board the flight.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
And
No one gets to evaluate him.
You will get a chance.
Going to be evaluated.
While the voting, you can analyze me. Now coming to the second speaker who was telling the story of Pratik and make him realize being a nut is not a nut. So I'll call Bhavesh.
Bhavya.
Bhavya. Evaluator Bhavya.
Okay. So people who know Bhavesh actually know that he is an excellent student. And that's what we all saw today. So Bhavesh started with a hook. He was very confident in delivering the speech. And he was using great hand gestures and delivering the speech in a way where everything seems to fall into place. You are not late, you are running at someone else's time. I don't know how many of you actually heard that, but this sentence was much deeper than just a line. And that is something which I think is going to stick with me for a very long time. And that's exactly the purpose of speech, which Bhavesh delivers, or which we all deliver, right? Making an impact that would make us remember for a very long time. Again, I'll repeat, you are not late, you are running on someone else's time. Excellent story, Bhavesh. Excellent story. Clear demonstration of how little things can actually make a difference in people's life. Now, there is one point which I am a bit diabolical about. Humor. You did use humor, but I thought that it could be a little better placed within the story. It could be used in a better way. And then your energy is so good that they actually resonate with you, right? But then again, the storytelling part, the energy should go up and then come down. And I would think that you could use a bit more pauses while you're delivering the speech. For example, I noticed one instance where you were asking Pratik, do you work out? You said yes. So there could be a little bit more use of pause. Apart from that, you did leave us with a lot of learnings. We get to know many things about your way of therapy and everything. You engage the audiences with your speech, and overall it was a really good speech.
Thank you, T.M. Bhupil. Yes, exactly. It was a quite perfect speech, if I say, on your part. But the thing is that I was still confused what Pratik is doing right now. For Bhavya, it's a courageous job. I do admire you, and it's well done. Okay, now coming to the next third speaker, Alisha. Her story title was Panchkula. The thing which I'll just admit it here.
The best plan is no plan.
Best plan is no plan. That what I have observed in 4 speeches, we have missed the title couple of times. We have not addressed speech titles very frequently. Whenever you are delivering or you are handing over the stage to another one, we should have very intentionally do that. Okay. Now for Alicia, I'll call Meenakshi for her evaluator.
So Alisa's story. What an amazing story. Alisa started with a story that was more into a self-discovery when she faced a lot of disappointments with the colleagues, that she was trying to make a lot of plans, but suddenly she got to know nobody will help us. She has to think about the journey by herself. And I really like the way the content has been curated from starting to the end. I was able to relate that a normal girl trying to figure out a word by being alone or traveling alone. So that was the good part. That was you asked me to judge on the communication style. So it was a more in like a self-discovery mode. You have like came across the situation and you analyze. You are more confident. You got to know a lot of things about yourself by traveling alone. So it was a good, narration was good, the story was good, the content was good, you were able to deliver. You have curated everything and it was coming out. Like I think we can use anecdotal was there. Started with something, you have experienced a lot of moments in between and then you end was that, which is the title, was the best plan is to have no plans. So good title, very reflective story. Now comes to the recommendation because I am also following the CRC method. So recommendation, I felt like that was coming to me. I felt like it was a very well prepared speech, but somehow there was a lot of restlessness because of maybe you just came and you just announced in the stage. So it was looking good, overall good, but there was, I thought you should have taken some pause in between. Maybe it was because your mind was able to narrate it previous to that, but you were able to say, I was thinking you were too fast on the speech. You wanted to close it in a certain time so that you can correct by, taking some pauses in between. Or there were also, whenever we are doing some sort of experiential or the self-discovery mode, we should always use voice modulation a lot, because like the way Alicia was saying that the best weekend, the next weekend never comes. So you could have been used a lot of expression into it. Maybe you were using dancing word, you did horse riding. So you can use little bit of more expression into it. That comes with the voice modulation. And you were also working because of maybe restlessness, I suppose. Overall, it was a good story. I was able to resonate, like the solo traveling was the thing I also wanted to do. But because of fear, I am not able to do so. Kudos to Alicia sharing her story. We definitely want to know more about your solo traveling, and in next weekend or next sessions we'll be having such more sessions from you. Thank you so much.
So Alicia, couple of points for you from my side. What I feel, you have a lot of content. A lot of things were happening. You were going from Panchkula to here and there, with friends, with travel planner, everything was there. But it was kind of monotonous. The variation, the voice speech, the things should be there. If you can implement it, it can be a very tremendous story. For Meenakshi, it was good. As you
obvious feedback.
Same feedback.
Being authentic. Authentic husband.
Yeah, your evaluation was. Okay. Someone has to go Saket also, so I'll have to move little faster. Okay. Now coming to the next speaker, Salman. Your evaluator is Sachin, Team Sachin. I will call Team Sachin for the evaluation.
My target speaker was Salman, and he was delivering his engaging humor pathway. It's very rare. First of all, thanks for picking that up. And he was on level 1, project 2. The very first thing he asked me to evaluate was whether the humor was landing or not. And bang on. You were bang on. It's a very easy way to make people laugh if you talk about any joke about a girl, or if there is an entire girl scenarios, everybody is girl in the house, you crack a joke about a guy, and naturally your audience are hooked. I mean, and the very first statement that you mentioned about a girl asking your number, and everybody was happy because
because that never happened.
I could see the smile on the guys. Wow. You hooked your audience in the very first sentence. That was the best part of your entire story. And of course, your pathway you have chosen is engaging humor. You had to put a lot of humor in it. You had to write your story. It was not just pick up from anywhere and deliver it. You literally wrote it, which I could notice, and it was like mother is a finance minister and the father is a prime minister. Of course, it does not come into someone's dream to say these statements. You literally have to sit down, literally have to pick from somewhere inspiration, I don't know where, but you literally have to write it down to make it more humorous, and you did it. You again mentioned about, you narrated the entire story around a prop, and that prop was the phone that beautifully went with the title of your speech, your first one. And you did a great job over there, and you also mentioned kids entering the phone is like entering the Disneyland. And of course, we all, as a kid, we all wanted to have phone in our hand. We all wanted to have like the fun in the phone, because that's so much a curious thing. And there's a beautiful way to engage your audience, make them talk about their childhood, make them talk or let them feel what everybody does. You made us feel about the phone number of the girl giving you a phone number. Usually the guy asked for it, but you sort of, that was your humor part, beautifully done. A few of the recs for me, for you is, man, you need to work on your body language, straightforward. Your speech is very good, your humor is very good. Delivery part, the way you are delivering, not good at all. You wouldn't be delivering this stand-up comedy before 500 guys. You will perish over there. You need to work on your hand gestures, like you were just moving here and there. You need to be firm and confident about yourself. You didn't do your job very good. You raised green and yellow in just 15 seconds. I would cut your point over there. But you need to be.
You're not the team. You're not team.
So no, like the recommendation is you have to be very confident over here and your body gesture. And you wouldn't work here in Toastmaster. You cannot improve in the Toastmaster about your body language, Saman. You need to work on that outside this room, at your workplace, in your house, wherever you are. You need to be more confident and firm on the stage. But that was my evaluation. Great job engaging humor. We all were engaged together. She raised a green card in 15 seconds. She raised a yellow card. So that was that.
You are imagining.
That called frame control.
But you raised yellow card, immediately you raised red card.
Does?
Good job. Good job.
She raised on time. She raised on time.
Now coming.
Nice.
Control the frame.
Decorum, please.
Yes.
Yes.
couple of points for Salman. So yes, I totally relate to it when he asked that a girl was asking his phone number. Starting from that hook, we were supposed that especially for me, I can say that I was in the zone that you are going to deliver a love story. When you were a dude or something, but you ended up in the cabinet meeting. From there, you went to the mobile shop, and how you turn around the table with your father. That's the really good content for me. What you want to do, you have to work on that your body language, the hand gestures, your leg movement, and so on. The delivery part is there, which Sachin has already told us. That thing should be worked on. Content part, you have a great content here. Now wrapping up here for the speeches and calling for the tag team for the individual, for timers and counters and grammar evaluators. So first, Grammy Priya, team Priya.
Good afternoon once again. So first of all, I was thrilled when I heard the word charisma by Saurabh. So I was thinking what it was about to, but he did justice to us. A lot of information we all get. And also I found that so many nice relatable words that has been used that makes all of us engaging, like frame control and other concepts he taught us. So thank you, Saurabh, big shout out to you. And please, I request you come up with more such kind of concepts. Okay, so here is my evaluation on grammarian part. Word of the day only used by Jyotish.
I also use it.
You also use it? Okay. Idiom of the day used by 3 people. Again, Hema, Sachin, Jyotish. I'm sorry if I missed. You also use? I missed.
Too bad, bro.
During the speeches, I found few of the sentences which can be replaced by nice sentences. Example is, I was not happy. So it can be replaced with, I was feeling unfulfilled. Again, it depends upon your context. In what context you are saying, I was not happy. Why I'm saying is that, just giving you one example, few years back, I went to my manager and said, I was not happy with my appraisal. He said, you are not happy? Why you are not happy? He keeps saying me this word happy a lot of time. I was unable to understand why he was saying this. It's a very general statement, simple statement, or what? So my appraisal didn't happen because of other reasons, not exactly I said I was not happy. And lastly, he was asking me, what makes you happy? In a conversation, there is 15 times he said happy. Then I realized I should not use this word happy. I should use exact word that will define my exact emotions. Like in that context, you said that, Abhilash, I was not happy. You could say that I was feeling unfulfilled in your context.
Yeah.
It may be something else in other context. So that's one thing, that's replacement of sentences. And also I found some of the past stories, it should be always in past tense. It's not am, it was. Few repetitive words, that is little, it could be tiny. Few words like normal girl, well, I don't know what's normal girl. We can say average. If it's average, or I found so many words, repetitive words like didn't aware. Maybe because of the nervousness, people say this. So this is said so many times. People also used, you know what, and I believe this is not needed. It is unwanted. We can just remove this. Repetitive words again, SMS only, messages only, SMS only. So again, this is out of your nervousness. So you can just practice on this and collect on this. You know exactly, that's also said so many times. So that's it. Thank you and best of luck for your next practice.
Thank you so much, team. Couple of things that if we have finalized who will be the grammarian for that meeting, then can we have that word of the day and idiom of the day a day prior of the meeting? That will be very helpful to the prepared speakers, the attendees, everyone. So that
it should be part of the agenda.
yeah. So it's a request from my side, and now coming to the counter, TM Tanisha.
So, all the studies are so good, but let me share a report. Speaker Abhilash has used I was so many times and one time. Speaker Bhavesh one time Speaker Arisha 2 times, 2 times, so 1 time. Speaker Salman, you have used so many and so and 3 times. Evaluator Satyam, you have used so many. You have so many time used word and so. 2 times you know and 2 times Evaluator Bhavya, you have used 2 times and 1 time so. Evaluator Meenakshi, you have used 4 times 1 time you know and 3 times so. Evaluator Sachin, you have used 2 times, 1 TTM Eva, you have used 5 times 1 time you know, so 2 times. And I will see all the table topics person now. Angita, Anandita, sorry. 3 times 3 times and 1 time so. Guest, Neeraj, you are perfect articulating your notes. And Jyotish, आपने 3 times 1 times if I can say about the general evaluator, you have used so many and you wrote 2 times. Yes, Itmesh 3 times 1 time and so 1 time. TM Akash 1 time and so 1 time. Guest Shivani, so 1 time.
Thank you so much, Alisha, team Alisha, for this detailed. Tanisha. I'm sorry, it will take some time to get processed. Yes, and Bhavya is disappointed with that.
You messed up my name as well. Personal grudges?
Okay, thank you so much for this detailed counter report. Now, before going to the timer, I would ask active listener, Arif.
Abir.
Abir.
Okay. What's with the names today?
Just making it up.
Is it intentional?
Yes. So of course, great gratitude to listen to all the speeches. Of course, all of them are quite good and quite. There was a lot to learn from. So naturally, so one side will be A, one side will be B. Those in the middle can decide. So yes, I'll start off. There will be 8 questions. There are 4 for each team. Yeah, so break a leg, not literally. So I'll start with the first one. How long ago was Abhilash's train journey? Yes.
10 years.
Correct.
Oh, nice.
Where did Alicia travel to?
Shimla.
Yes, correct.
And Kurfi as well.
Kufri.
Kurfi.
Somebody is having lunch cravings. Somebody is having lunch cravings. High time for lunch.
Who was the finance minister and prime minister in Salman's household?
So finance minister is his mother and prime minister is his father.
Yes, correct. How much time of complete silence was there during the first meeting between Bhavesh and Pratik? 11 minutes, correct. Then, which town does Abhilash belong to and what is it famous for?
Rewa White Tiger.
White Tigers.
White Tigers.
Thank you.
In Bhavesh, where does Pratik work? Correct.
Minus 10.
Then, which brand of phone did Salman buy? Last question. What is the analogy for intuition given by Saurabh?
Sorry?
Framed it, bro.
Yeah, ask again.
Can you repeat the question?
What is the analogy for intuition given by Saurabh?
System.
Yes.
Nervous
correct.
system
Yeah.
react.
So it's,
Syndrome.
Nervous system.
One more question.
Which
For a
will
tiebreaker.
open- which
Which
will
will
open
open
for-
for-
tiebreaker,
Ah,
for
so open
tiebreaker,
for-
whoever answers first wins. Once you solve fear of failure, what is the next defeat?
Fear of success.
Yeah.
Fear of success. You should speak up.
I did.
No, you did.
Everyone did.
बस कौन सा नहीं था
That is called frame control.
It was a nice session. Timer?
She had disqualified me as well.
Yes.
Sachin and Satyam both disqualified.
I'll tell you the reason.
As per instruction of Mr. President. अरे भाई बोलने दो भाई बोलने दो.
They say that time flies when you're having fun, and today I got to witness that quite literally. So, PM Abhilash spoke for 7 minutes 15 seconds. PM Bhavesh spoke for 7 minutes 13 seconds. PM Alisha spoke for 4 minutes 47 seconds. PM Salman spoke for 6 minutes 15 seconds. I spoke for 47 seconds. PM Neeraj spoke for 1 minute 54 seconds. PM Jul'26 spoke for 1 minute 34 seconds. PM guest Itnesh spoke for 1 minute 7 seconds. And PM Akash spoke for 45 seconds. And guest Shivani spoke for 21 seconds. And then for evaluators, TM Satyam, you spoke for 3 minutes 58 seconds. And TM Bhavya, you spoke for 2 minutes 26 seconds. TM Meenakshi, you spoke for 3 minutes 30 seconds exact. And TM Sachin, you spoke for 3 minutes 58 seconds.
Satyam and Sachin both disqualified.
No, but Satyam disqualified. 3 minutes 30 का है ना?
350.
वो भी 50 है ना?
Both are 3 minute racing.
I get it.
Thank you so much. And here we have concluded all the evaluators' feedback also. Now, a couple of points before wrapping up and before calling presiding officer. Overall, it was a great meeting. 4 tremendous stories, 4 tremendous speakers, spontaneous or you can say impromptu speeches and table topic speech from Neeraj and all. It was a really fun day. but couple of points which I have observed, which should be kept in mind when we are coming to this meeting. Here we are coming for an agenda. We are coming for something to learn. We are coming for giving space for others also. So first of thing, when someone is speaking, someone is standing in this area, please do not come or go outside. You have to very conscious about that, because you are stealing time from that speaker, you are distracting him, and so on. So that should be a very careful nature, I would say, to be in your mind. Second thing, I once observed that someone's phone rang during that meeting. So once Sir already had told you to keep your phone in silent mode, please do so. And if you want to talk with your neighbors, your colleague, if you want to get socialize here, please do out of this room. During this speech, during this meeting, the total attention should be the speaker, not anyone else. I don't think anything apart from these things. So here I'll wrap it up and I'll call Presiding Officer Vishwajit on this note.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyotish. The voting forms are out. Are they out?
Yes.
So, Tanika, can you give me your mobile? I'll do a quick roll call. Achha, there are some disqualifications, so I don't want to. Guys, so the voting forms are out. I'll do a quick roll call so that you are able to recall the speakers. Starting with the voting for best speaker, we have Toastmaster Abhilash. Abhilash, raise your hand. Bhavish, raise your hand. Spelled incorrectly.
Yes.
Alicia, then Toastmaster Salman. Then best speech elevators, due to Bhavya and Meenakshi's good luck, there are only two. Bhavya, raise your hand. Meenakshi. Then for auxiliary roles, we have our counter Toastmaster Tanisha. Tanisha, raise your hand. Then timer Anandita. Anandita, again spelled incorrectly. Active listener Abir. Grammarian Priya. Then for best role player, Saurabh is not there because he is distinguished Toastmaster. Then we have table topic master Toastmaster Hema. Hema, raise your hand. Then general welfare Toastmaster Jyotish. For table topics, we have Toastmaster Anandita, this time spelled it correctly. Then guest Neeraj. Toastmaster Jyotish. Guest Itnesh. Toastmaster Akash. And guest Shivani. Guest Shivani, raise your hand. I will also vote.
Sorry, is there any minimum time for table topics?
Yeah, 1 minute.
1 minute. And
That's how for you voting.
So 2 people can vote.
Any vote?
Yeah.
So that
Just one
सभी का
So yes, I think this was really a Sunday well spent, and kudos to Toastmaster Saurabh and Toastmaster Hema for coming ahead of their time. Really appreciate. A big round of applause for both. So while you are voting, let's take feedback from rest of the guests, starting with Sudhir. Any feedback for us? How did you find today's session? And maybe you could introduce yourself once again.
Okay. I'm Sudhir. I am working in the retail sector, and I'm here to again improve my communication skills and to remove my stage fear. Regarding today's session, it is excellent, and speeches are excellent also. And love the Neeraj's improved speech, and it was off the cuff and it was fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you, Sudhir. Shivani, did you get a chance to speak?
Yes.
The introduction.
Yes.
Okay. Then, gentleman at the back. Oh, you want to introduce yourself and share some feedback about today's session?
Good morning. Hello everyone. Today's session was quite unique for me. मैंने ऐसा session तो कभी नहीं देखा.
Some of us were wondering whether you are studying at Masters Union and you accidentally came here because you came with a big bag.
मैंने apply किया था. Actually मैं first time नहीं आया हूँ. So
good to have you here.
Hi everyone, so my name is Avantika and I am from Jamshedpur, Jharkhand. I am working in a social development sector and currently working at Confederation of Indian Industry. That's all. And I am looking after CSR, migrant workforce and rural development over there.
Any feedback for us now?
It was fun and interesting. Yeah.
Thank you. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
So, hi everyone, my name is Shreyansh. By profession, I am a chartered accountant. Currently working in PepsiCo as a supply chain finance head. So, basically, the session is good. The speeches that I heard from Bhavesh sir and basically the topic he was picked at, it's very, very nice, and I learned a lot from the session. And forward to looking to join your team. Thank you.
Thank you. Good to have you here.
Hi everyone, my name is Kamal Sisdeva and I am regional head as a AIM and add-on sales in Jul' Technology, saving this company.
Can you slightly loud?
Okay. Once again?
Yes.
Yes. Hi, my name is Kamal Sisdeva and I am working with a company called Jul' Technology as a regional head for add-on sales and AMC sales. So we work as a system integrator. For me, I wanted to there is a fear in me while speaking in front of many people on the stage since my role is changed. So very often I need to face these kind of challenges on day-to-day basis. So for me it is a good session.
Hi, I'm Neeraj Agarwal. I was at Toastmasters Club of Baroda. I moved back to Gurgaon in January, and since then I've been thinking I'll come for a Toastmasters meeting next week. So the next week has finally come. And I think it was an incredible session, lovely energy. Back in my club, I was the president, which is not saying much, because when we had the installation ceremony, only the ex-com was there was one guest taking a photograph. So that's the club I come from. By profession, I'm a systems architect with a lot of defense electronics design background, but now I'm doing bonded labor because I'm now working for my sister. So, good to be here, and I hope to keep coming back.
So the results of the voting are here, and I will start with the best table topic speaker, which should not be a surprise. But anyways, I'll let people take a guess. Neeraj. It's Neeraj. Yes, Neeraj. Photo.
I can take.
वो खड़ा है ना वहाँ
सेल्फी नहीं लेनी
हो गया Okay, now coming to the best auxiliary role player, it is Toastmaster Priya for her role as grammarian.
What happened?
Best role player, Toastmaster Hema. Best evaluator, by the virtue of too many white balls in the gully cricket. Toastmaster हो गया.
It's a deliberate attempt. Disqualify them.
Winner by other people's efforts.
Own efforts.
Frame control. This is known as frame control.
Best speaker. चलो जी guess करो.
You should be disqualified.
Thank you. बैठ सकते कुर्सी बन गया
Disqualified इसलिए भाई.
Thank you everyone. Before we end the session, a very small announcement. We are going to have the installation ceremony in the next meeting, and for that, Toastmaster Meenakshi, do you want to take